what's up guys, and welcome to Xbox On. It's 2019, which has an absolute ton of awesome games that we're going to be getting our hands on. So we thought that we'd highlight some of the best confirmed games to be coming to our consoles this year.
I feel a new power in the world.
Maybe you're sick of cute, squishy characters and heroes with swords in your fighting games, and you want some real, bone-crushing, meat-tenderizing action instead. The kind of action where your enemies' guts are forcibly removed from their bodies and stuffed back in again using a samurai sword and their own decapitated leg. April 23rd will be the date to watch for any Mortal Kombat fans, with the 11th game in the series due to release, and I'm sure there'll be no shortage of gross ways to humiliate your opponents, if that's what you're into. The Mortal Kombat series is known for its creative bodily destruction as you 1v1 an opponent in a classic side-on style fighting game. There isn't too much info out yet, but we imagine the new game will offer the same sort of thing we know and love with a bit more polish and gore. Find out more right here on Xbox On the 17th when we have more juicy details to share.
First of the annual releases on January 25th, and that is Kingdom Hearts 3, which sees the return of Sora alongside Donald Duck, King Mickey, Goofy and Riku as they try to prevent Master Xehanort's plan to start a second Keyblade war. With Kingdom Hearts 2 being released back in 2005, this is a game that many fans of the universe have been waiting for, with a range of characters and locations from a ton of Disney and Pixar worlds. Even Toy Story makes an appearance. It doesn't get much better than that. It features hack and slash combat, with you having different Keyblades that give you different attacks, moves and animations that you'll learn to master over time, all taking place in some of the most unique and wholesome settings in gaming. You're also able to cast spells which look incredible from the gameplay demo that we got to go to at the reveal last year. It's a series that has so much heart and passion flowing from it, it's hard not to get excited.
Hello. Olaf, are these your friends?
Nope, never met him.
Did you play the Crash Bandicoot reboot and enjoy it, but feel like it was missing something? Something with, I don't know, 4 wheels maybe? June 2019 will see the release of Crash Team Racing Reboot on Xbox, so you can race with all your favourite Crash characters on familiar maps with some shiny new graphics. You might have played the original Crash Team Racing back in 1999 and can enjoy a bit of nostalgia in both old and new nitro-fueled cars with a lot less pixels involved. You can also play online with your friends because it's 20 years after the original and technology is cool and stuff. I'm looking forward to playing this with the team, and things definitely not getting competitive at all.
Next up, we have a game that I'm very excited about, and that's Anthem from BioWare. It's not too long to wait for the release on February 22nd, but if that is too long, then EA Access members will be able to play it as soon as February 15th. I got some early hands-on with Anthem at E3 and it felt amazing. You use one of 4 different Javelin suits, including the Ranger, Colossus, Interceptor or Storm, that allow you to fly around, dive underwater in this vast open world that Anthem has on offer. The world is also going to be constantly evolving thanks to its live service experience, which will see the game grow over time and will introduce things like new stories and challenges and world obstacles to navigate. You'll also be able to play in 4-player co-op, which is a huge part of the game that will allow you to have some awesome boss battles and experiences, so make sure to give Anthem a try when it comes to your Xbox One this year.
Remember, we're a team. I'm right there with you.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps is due to release this year, bringing the adorable Guardian Spirit Ori back and straight to Xbox Game Pass on day 1 of release too. The first game was a beautiful masterpiece, and the sequel looks to be more of the same, which, to be honest, is what it should be. More puzzles, platforms, gorgeous graphics, and some new abilities and systems to keep you on your toes. Ori was one of the best original titles to come out on Xbox in recent years, and in the sequel, Ori will explore past the limits of the mysterious woods to find their true destiny. It's guaranteed to be another beautiful experience, especially on the One X with those stunning 4K enhancements, or on a Windows PC, as it's another Play Anywhere title from Xbox.
February is the month that keeps on giving, with the 15th bringing the launch of Far Cry New Dawn, set around 17 years on from Far Cry 5 in Hope County after the nuclear bombs went off at the very end of the game. This game will see you go up against the Highwaymen, who are led by the game's new villains, twin sisters Mickey and Lou. who managed to rise to power after securing the docks on the west coast of the region after the initial nuclear exchange. Sort of how I rose to power at Xbox On, really. The game will feature a lot of makeshift weapons, vehicles and buildings, as the survivors have had to use everything that they can get their hands on to rebuild during the 17 years after Far Cry 5's ending. The game will also see the return of everyone's favourite fangs for hire, including a brand new dog, Timber, who can, unlike your faithful pooch companion Boomer in Far Cry 5, hop into the side seat of your car so you can go for a long drive together as Timber sticks his head out the window, like a true legend. Sorry, Boomer. Far Cry New Dawn is going to be awesome for any Far Cry fan, with brand new expeditions to go on, outposts to attack, and a challenging enemy variation. Add to that a huge open world with treasure hunts to go on, loot to find, and a world filled with wildlife, and you have another awesome title to play early on in 2019.
I led us into the new world. I thought that it would be glorious. I was wrong.
We did a huge video on this upcoming release back in December, and the Resident Evil 2 remake should be out on the 25th of January, bringing a whole new game to old and new fans alike. The gameplay has changed completely from the original, with a whole new open gameplay style compared to the fixed perspective fans might have played before. Whilst the setting and story might be familiar, there have been some subtle changes to the maps and encounters to reflect a more modern playstyle. The game has been rebuilt from the ground up, the mutants looking creepier, the sound effects sounding eerier, the tension feeling tenser. They've done an awesome job of bringing a classic fan favourite, punching and screaming, into 2019. If you want to see a breakdown of everything we've seen from the Resident Evil 2 remake so far, check out the full video on our channel.
Well, what exactly are you looking for?
More info on the people responsible for this mess.
Think February can't get any crazier? Guess again, the same day as Far Cry New Dawn comes to our screens on the 15th, so too will another apocalyptic survival adventure in Metro Exodus. Developed by 4A Games and the third game based on Dmitry Glogowski's novels. Including first-person shooter survival horror elements that will have you thinking about every action you take due to resources being so scarce. During my hands-on at Gamescom last year, we got to see what really makes it a unique specimen. Intricate crafting and varying conditions throughout make it a game that requires a lot of thought. Every step, shot, and split-second decision matter, and it means the run and gun style that normally makes an appearance in other FPS titles isn't always valid. Instead, you may want to try a more sensible approach of taking advantage of the game's stealth gameplay and silently take out opponents. Not always easy when you come up against enemies like a giant mutated bear, but Metro Exodus definitely feels more alive and visually stunning after the dark tunnels of previous Metro games.
I owe you a big one, and I'll never forget this, I swear!
From the makers of the Darksiders series THQ Nordic, we have a brand new IP coming sometime in the middle of this year. Biomutant is set to be an open-world action role-playing game where you play as a sword-wielding, martial artist, raccoon cat-like thing with an affinity for killing mutated animals. Oh, and you can customize them too. The story looks to be mission-based, but it's dependent on your choices to set the outcome and continuation of the narrative. There's been some awful natural disaster involving oil that's polluting the Tree of Life, and it looks like you're well equipped to handle the situation, with a little guidance from a sarcastic narrator. Although if narrators aren't your thing, apparently you can manually adjust the frequency, which is also pretty cool. There are a bunch of mechanical parts to collect and craft new and interesting combinations of weapons at your leisure, alongside interchangeable abilities and body parts. The combat system combines shooting and melee to make fluid, fun, and fast-paced action within a vibrant world with the occasional comic book style cut-in for good measure. You need to save the Tree of Life and preserve the land you live in. Definitely looks like one to watch.
Oh no, they got you! Reeled in and off to a bad start.
Rounding off a day of magic on February 15th is Crackdown 3, which you'll be able to play on day one with Xbox Game Pass. This will see you cause absolute mayhem in the city of New Providence, where it will be your job to bring down kingpins by destroying their facilities and breaking down their criminal infrastructure. Fans of the first two will feel right at home as you get access to an arsenal of different weapons to help you also take advantage of the brand new destructible environments. The competitive multiplayer mode Wrecking Zone even enables the destruction of the entire city thanks to the game's cloud-based servers. Also, you get to play as Terry Crews as he takes on the role of Commander Jackson. What's not to love?
Boy, get out! Surprise!
Maybe you're after something a little more artistic and subtle in 2019. In which case, can I direct your attention towards Sea of Solitude, expected to release early this year. There isn't a ton of info out at the moment, but it looked too interesting not to include, and I'm personally looking very much forward to finding out what the experience will be. We know it will be a third-person puzzle platform with plenty of exploring, following a young woman called Kay, whose loneliness causes her to become a monster, searching for her humanity. Looks like there's going to be loads of relatability and exploration of some intense emotions, following the trend for video games as an art form. Very cool. We'll try and keep you updated as we find out more.
This world that I live in is empty and cold.
A biggie that I'm most excited about in 2019 is a little-known title that I've been curb-stomping and chainsawing my way through ever since the franchise hit our Xboxes back in 2006, and that is Gears 5. We got to see that brilliant tease at E3 last year during the Xbox conference that featured a whole host of other Gears of War content that would be coming our way, including Gears Pop, Gears Tactics, and even a quick look into Gears 5's story. Without giving too much away, I hope we find out more regarding the ending of Gears of War 4 and possibly find answers to those elusive questions about the Locust. I'm sure we'll also get the incredible Gears of War multiplayer that we all know and love. And we once again see the return of one of the biggest video game badasses of all time, Marcus Phoenix. Clearly he hasn't been through enough and just wants to bust out another Lancer once again, and those with Game Pass will be doing so on day one.
What the hell is wrong with you? No, we need to leave.
I'm not going.
Remember when skateboarding games were the best thing ever and you could sit for hours mashing various buttons trying to find some sick trick combos, and then suddenly all the games fell off the face of the earth? Session aims to change that, bringing you that board and half-pipe action you crave with some modern improvements, like online multiplayer and customization of your boarding character, alongside some crispy-looking graphics. Creativity is the focus here, with devs paying ultimate homage to the skateboarding community through every feature. There's an extended video editor so you can make your own sick trick montages in-game and upload them directly to social media. You can even follow your friends as a cameraman during the online multiplayer to film a montage for them. The world is expected to evolve and grow after release, with fixes and modifications based off player feedback being a regular thing. There's no definite date set yet, but we know it will be out sometime this year. Gnarly.
In May, Rage 2 will be hitting your Xbox. A first-person shooter and successor to the first Rage game that released back in 2010. You'll control Ranger Walker, who you can customize heavily, changing their gender, clothes, and skills to suit your preferences. There are a bunch of firearms and tools to use as weapons, including the returning wing stick. But you can also use your nanite-based abilities, like Overdrive, to give your gameplay a short but intense boost in sticky situations. You set out free to explore this huge post-apocalyptic open world that gives me some serious Mad Max crossed with Borderlands vibes. Between the insane combat mechanics and vehicular fight potential, it's set to be an explosive addition to your 2019 library.
Eco 15. It was never deployed and remains in orbit around the Earth.
If you're up for a challenge this year in a game that will test your patience and skill with stealth and precise melee combat, you might want to check out Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, releasing on March the 22nd. From the developers of Dark Souls and Bloodborne series, you'd expect something a little bit tricky, but the devs at From Software have assured that Sekiro feels different, and even went as far to say that if people do try and play the game like they would Dark Souls, they will fail, which is quite intriguing. There's a lot of emphasis on verticality and freedom of movement, with wall jumping and a grappling system in place, and apparently the enemies start off human, but might progress with a little supernatural flavouring, which sounds awesome because historically, From Software have made some of the most awe-inspiring foes and boss battles in gaming. It looks set to be an incredible game that I will absolutely suck at.
The end of 2018 offered up Final Fantasy XIII on backwards compatibility, and 2019 has plenty more to offer. It was a series that had a huge impact on me growing up, and I feel one of the quite literally biggest additions coming to Xbox this year is the 7 Final Fantasy games that are going to be available on Xbox One. That includes the absolute classic and one of the all-time greats in Final Fantasy VII. You then will also be able to get Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy X and X-2 Remastered, several games I could quite happily sit and play over and over again. Not only do you get those 3 classics, you'll also be able to get Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age games that we have never seen before on Xbox. Given the depth and length, you'll be lucky to be done before our next picks roll around in 2020.
She will not rest until her revenge is full wrought.
What if you could play as some of your favorite anime characters in a 3v3 tag team fighting game? What if you could create your own character to play alongside your favorite anime characters in a 3v3 tag team fighting game? What if that's all possible if you play Jump Force in February this year? With over 33 characters from over 13 series, including Naruto, Dragon Ball, Bleach, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And a ton of bespoke abilities from each series, this might just be the game you're looking for. All these famous manga heroes are trying to figure out who and what has caused this clash of the real world and the Jump world, and team up to fight the vague, dangerous threat with their fists and stuff. There's an open beta starting on January the 18th to test the servers, giving you the chance to try out one of the most highly anticipated games of 2019 ahead of release on February the 15th.
2019 also sees the re-emergence of the hack and slash king Devil May Cry 5, which will see Dante and Nero return as playable characters for some of the most insane combat action you'll get this year. We got to play a demo at Gamescom when it first got revealed, and it was incredible. Key moments including a battle against the Goliath, which sent us crashing through a rooftop, and a crazy sequence involving swinging pillars, and of course, some big-ass explosions. As always, it's all about the combos. Finding those magical button presses that build your level and ranking. Mixing up your moves, landing uninterrupted attacks, and flowing seamlessly from crushing one demon to the next. It's definitely going to be one to play come its release later this year.
Perfect timing.
Ubisoft are bringing us the second installment of the Division franchise on March 15th with our whole new setting, story, and gameplay experience. Away from the snowy streets of New York, the new stomping ground is a one-to-one recreation of Washington, D.C., 7 months on from the first game. There's a civil war afoot between the survivors who just want to keep the peace and the marauders who just want to cause a bit more misery in the already ruined city. Devs were closely listening to community feedback following the first game and have developed the new Dark Zone experience with this feedback in mind, offering even more ways to play and interact with the world around you while making your own choices about what kind of Division agent you're going to be. The gameplay looks and feels similar to the first game, which is fine. Why fix something that isn't broken? The differences come in the player experience and the tools players are given to shape it. It looks set to be fantastic looking in shiny 4K and a great sequel to the experimental first game.
Define the rules, and there will be consequences. Let's go, come on. Examples will be made.
So there we have it. There are tons of games coming out this year, and we will probably be playing all of them over on our Mixer channel, mixer.com/xboxon. So check that out if you fancy a little bit of banter between the two. Thank you very much for watching the video today, guys. Leave a comment below with what you're going to be playing. Leave a sub if you're new, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Bye!
Nice.
Let's go!
Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Xbox On and a blackout session. It's me and Sam as Leah and Charlie have fallen ill.
They've fallen ill, but that's okay because we did that on purpose so we get to play more blackout. Fracking?
Yeah, let's go fracking. Goodbye.
Set kill?
Yeah.
He's pushing you.
The guy on the right's one shot, the guy on the right. Yeah, nice. Yeah, he's in the top of this roof, you see it?
Okay, I don't think there's anyone behind us currently. Do you want me to come and help you?
Hold on. He's going to drop down. He's dropped down to you, he's on the second floor. He's gone through the fire. He's on the second floor, your floor.
Is he?
Yeah. Oh, he died.
He's dead, he's dead, he's dead.
Yeah, pick his armor. He had level 3.
Oh. Let's go.
Whew.
That was quite intense, that was.
Yeah, that was a good fight. I'm going to quickly go check the guy outside. So I'm a bit worried, actually, because people will be coming in. I'll wait for you to loot. You loot him first, and then we'll...
I've got some stuff to sort out. I'm just going through some stuff right now.
Just having some problems.
I'm just having some problems. Wait, at least once. Are you...
Right, they're by the... Directly by this building at 102. Closest building 102.
Right, I've downed one.
There, nice, let's push him. Push him, push him, push him, push him. Put nade in there if you got it. I'm holding the right hand side.
Out the back, 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 out the back. Other guy's low. He's low. Yes! Right, nice. Come get me. Huge play. I told you he was low. Right. Anyone else sweating from the hands, or is it just me?
Always.
I need that armor plate so they've got any.
Yeah, I'm the exact same. My armor's low. Interesting fact, you can repair your armor at the same time as medding.
That is very interesting.
Didn't know that.
Nor did I. Learn something new every day.
Literally. Right, he's gone into the water.
Okay.
Right, he's by the boat. Right, one to our right as well, there's two. Right, a bit worried right now.
Oh yeah, I see him. I've taken a concussion. Don't know if it still works in there, but... Oh, it hit him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go kill him now. Got one, I'm on 6 HP.
I got the other guy.
Yeah, nice. Oh, he caned me. Yes, concussion grenade. Totally worth it. Right, we gotta move.
Right, hold on. I just downed one.
Great shot. Where was he?
He was...
Yeah, I see him,
12?
I see him.
Yeah.
I put a bullet in his butt.
Finish him?
Yeah, I put a bullet, his toes are sticking out. Oh, he might be getting rezzed. Oh no, he died. He's done. His teammate died. Other guys.
Oh, what my God! Sit down.
That was a great
Get
shot.
Out. Go back to the lobby.
That was a great shot.
Wow.
Right, 3 people left. So that's so current situation is either 2v1v1v1 or a 2v2v1.
Quick maths.
Quick maths.
Oh, on the building in front of me, 353.
Hit.
I might get off this building because I'm desperate to get naded there.
Right, it's fine. You do that, and I'm just gonna stay up here for a second. Right, he's run back. So they've got to come out of that building.
Yeah, I'm looking at the door now if they come out.
Yeah, I'm holding the right-hand side. He's dropped off the roof. So I've got the right, if you've got the left.
I have got the left, but they can't go through because of the zones. It's either on top of the roof, out the door, or right-hand side.
Oh, what? He's just dropped down. He's on the right. Right, he's gone into the building. Nice. His teammates behind him. His teammates behind him.
His teammate's so low.
I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you.
No, he's gonna get me.
Got him.
No, I'm down. I'm down. Can you get me?
I'm gonna try.
We should be good.
Right, go. Right, literally just rotate with me. It's a 2v1, so we're just gonna go to our roof.
Yeah.
He might be in that building. Oh no, he's shooting at me. Oh. Right, he's on the building at 62.
Yeah, I see him.
He's not in the zone anymore.
I've hit him. Boom! I hit him and then you hit him.
Nicely done.
No, that was sick. Literally, that was a double tap. That was bang bang, and he went down. Sick. Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, it was thigh-slappingly good. How many kills did you get that game?
6.
So we've got 11 kill game between us.
It's all right.
Why can't I spray a chicken on this snowman?
So we'll go to Asylum.
Okay.
I've got 2 on me.
Trying to come to you.
There we go. And a level 3 armor. Thank you. Oh!
Wait.
I've been shot. Oh. Let's go, Sam.
Wait. There's someone else here. Hold on.
There will be, but remember they're also zombies. So they're behind. Yeah, come around that corner.
Yeah, hold on.
Yep. I'm gonna weave towards you. Yeah. Oh, that's someone else.
Oh, I see him fighting. I see him fighting.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm gonna go in here. Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, that was me. Man, this is so intense.
I've got a smoke grenade. I'm
Take me off this ride. Right, let me just reload. Where are these other guys? Show yourself. Oh, I see him. I see him. I see him. I see him. Unless that's a zombie. 157, straight in front, on me.
Might be a zombie.
Yeah, it's a zombie.
Right, let's rotate this way. There's a vehicle. There should be a vehicle on this right-hand side.
Oh, another vehicle.
Hit. They're in the water. That is the worst thing his teammate has ever done to him. They've got to come up for air.
Yeah. I've hit one.
He's on the road. He's just absolutely nailing me.
I see him.
He's down. His teammate's on the right. His teammate's on the right.
I'm gonna concussion him.
Don't concuss him. It's one guy. One guy. One guy.
I know, but I've done it.
He's on the right. He's on the water bank.
I got him. You stole my kill!
Mate, I was blasting him the whole time.
Yeah?
Right, on the buildings. So first building, right door. I don't want to pop too early.
Yeah.
I'm gonna nade him.
Oh, on the left. Left-hand side. Left-hand side.
Right, got one. Got both.
I costed him. Oh, damn it. Well done, mate.
Right,
I'm hiding in the building.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm going up on the roof. One down. Oh no.
I got him.
I just made such a bad error there.
Got a concussion.
Yeah, nice, that's huge.
Oh yeah, in the water, you see him?
Yep.
Yes, instant down.
Yep. That is why, guys, you don't swim. Right, and the other guy's looting. Right, go right, on me.
Nice.
Right, he's
instant
down.
dead.
Yep.
He's pushing towards the building.
Yeah, they're going to be pushing towards the side. I'm just going AR.
He's inside.
Yep.
Oh, guy on the right here. I'm concussioning him.
Right,
one's down.
They're in this building. They're in this room.
One's down. All right, I finished
Got them both. Got them both.
Got him?
Yep.
Well done.
Okay.
Woo!
Right, nicely done. Right, cutting this way now. We're going to have to swim across. That is why, guys, you don't swim. Right, so another little thing as well is if you've got a grapple hook, a lot of people don't know this, is you can grapple underwater so you can pull yourself through the water a little bit quicker.
Surely there's people here.
Right, doors have been opened.
Yeah, I'm moving around.
The
undulation of the ground here.
Yep. I like it.
To my advantage.
Yeah, we want to get the high ground.
Anakin.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
I'm really sorry, Leah. This controller is so sweaty.
She's going to get back tomorrow and be like, what have you done?
Yeah, exactly.
So many people get pulled. Right, so one at the rock at 131.
What? Huh? You say you saw someone?
At the top of this hill
yeah,
on our left.
I see him.
Hold on. He's not seen us. He's going in for that gunfire.
Yeah, he has.
No, he hasn't.
Okay.
He's looking at me. Yeah, he doesn't know what to do.
Mate, he's so low. Low.
I've got him. I'm literally about to go into this undulation or whatever you want to call it of the land.
Yeah, well done.
There we go.
Stop stealing all my frags, Benny! Literally stealing all of them. You've got 13 kills and I've got 4. It should be more even than that. I will not have it.
I'm sorry.
Absolute choke.
You have a nice little knee slap. It's a team game, man.
It's a team game.
Right. What I'm going to do now, okay, so that drops us landed there. I'm going to put a trophy system just down here, just in case.
Yep.
Because I think this is a good place to hold up.
Oh, in the buildings, just shot me. 21.
He's on the roof. He's down.
Nice, great shot.
Great call out. There's a Koshka tactical in there, by the way, if you want a fully geared out Koshka.
And another guy on the other roof too, right hand side.
Okay, but let's not. There's 2. We're searching for 2. Wait, someone just hit my one of my thing. Behind us. I'm down. The other guy's there as well. The other guy's there. Yeah, med up. We'll go for that revive as you do that. He might be going for the res. There he is. Big plays, big plays. All right, I'm moving around.
Oh, no. No, I'm not going to get you.
No, you're not. Slide. Oh!
Wait, let me listen.
Cartão. It's a 1v1.
Is it?
Yeah, 1v1. See if they get a trauma kit. See if one of those guys has a trauma kit.
Right, yeah. Anyone else nervous? Or is it just me?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Oh no. The worst thing in the world. Be careful because he might have tons of nades. You got a combat axe as well. Right, you gotta go. Nice.
Whoa! Let's go! Whoa! Let's go! Get out of my game! I knew exactly what I was doing there. Woo! I'm sorry, headphone users.
I was just there when you went there. I was just there like, oh no. I was like...
That was sick. Someone clip that.
But there we have it, guys. That's Blackout. Hope you've enjoyed it. We did get 2 wins, which is pretty cool. But yeah, make sure to follow. We'll be back in tomorrow for another stream right here on Xbox On. And head over to youtube.com/Xbox On for video content. Subscribe over there as well.
Xbox On.
And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Right.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Where's that poo? Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Xbox On, and a load of brand new games have been added to Xbox Game Pass, so let's find out what they are.
When a door closes, a window opens. Or something like that.
This month with Xbox Game Pass, you can get your hands on the award-winning Life is Strange series in its entirety so far. Life is Strange released back in 2005 and features Max Caulfield, a photography student who figures out she has the ability to rewind time to redo situations with seemingly no consequences, other than a bit of a headache. We've all had those points where you wish you could just go back and redo, like when the guy at the cinema says, enjoy your film, and you say, you too, and cringe at yourself. Just a cheeky rewind and you're a normal person again, sort of. Lucky Max realizes quickly she has the ability to really make a difference in people's lives, including her best friend Chloe Price, saving them from minor inconveniences and life-changing events alike. That is, until she realizes a dream she had about a storm destroying her hometown is actually more like a vision, and it's actually going to happen unless she does something to stop it. You're playing as a reluctant Max in a third-person view as she explores her newfound powers and uncovers the mysteries of Arcadia Bay. And as it turns out, there are a lot of mysteries involving a lot of people, and things are a fair bit darker than they first appeared to be. There are puzzles to solve and choices to make in dialogue and actions that will affect the outcome of the game, which gives you a real sense of tension at some points when the decision isn't a favourable one. Of course, it's hard to talk about a game like this without giving away any story spoilers, but if you enjoy graphic adventure type games and want to get stuck in a gorgeous world with an applauded indie soundtrack, this might be the one for you. The entire game is on Xbox Game Pass, but that's not all. A 3-episode prequel called Before the Storm was released in 2017, and it's also available too. These episodes follow Max's best friend, Chloe Price, and explore the events that lead up to the first game. There's no time travel in this one. Instead, Chloe has the ability for backtalk, which can be used to get Chloe out of tricky situations. Again, sounds sort of useful until you're constantly second-guessing yourself. This time you're exploring Chloe and her schoolmate Rachel Amber. Things get a bit real once again. Expect to feel some things, if you have a heart. Finally, you can also play the first episode of Life is Strange 2. This only released a few months ago, and the second episode is due to come out later this month. This is an entirely new game with the same sort of stylings. The main character is 16-year-old Sean and his brother Daniel, and their journey to figure out just what happened to their family. All in all, an awesome and fairly chill story experience for people who like their games to make them feel something. It's a favourite of many and might just be one of yours too if you give it a go this month.
Max, you are not crazy. You are not dreaming. It's time to be an everyday hero.
Another new addition roaring its way into Xbox Game Pass is Ark Survival Evolved, an action-adventure survival game which sees you placed on an island filled with dinosaurs and other hazards for you to face. You'll start the game off by designing your avatar, which, trust me, is a lot of fun in itself, as you can create some hilariously questionable combinations. Once complete, you'll be dropped into the game world of Ark, which is a massive 19 square miles. The game features a day and night cycle, where at night you'll have to build yourself a base with a fire to not only keep yourself warm, but to also stop yourself from becoming dinosaur food. You can also play in both a first and third person perspective based on your preference, which is handy for switching between scouting and combat scenarios. But the best part of Ark Survival Evolved is when you begin to tame other dinosaurs for you to mount and ride around the world. Your fun doesn't stop there. Your scaly companions are not only used for riding, but also as tools to harvest materials so you can build a bigger, better base over time. Your dinos are multi-purpose heroes of creation. Another thing to be aware of in Ark Survival Evolved is the game's combat system. You'll start the game off with just your fists, but as you progress in the game and level up, you'll go through weapons like spears, rifles, all the way up to machine guns, and you can even get turrets for your base, just in case another player takes too much of an interest in your belongings. Also, if your teammates annoy you, you can just poo whenever you like and throw it at them. Remember that, Leah. Remember that. So make sure to try it out with Xbox Game Pass.
Sometimes you wonder if life would be so much simpler if you were a farmer, tending to your crops, harvesting your fields, and lovingly putting your tractor away ready for the next day of hard, honest work. Until you look over to the next field and see that Jerry has a brand new tractor. And it's a Lamborghini! Where did he get that? Why can't you have a Lamborghini? And thus a bitter and long-term feud begins wherein you try and one-up Jerry by selling your eggs in bulk for 30 pence less and cutting him off in the road with your herd of cows until it all culminates in an unfortunate accident involving an industrial sprayer with 3 tons of manure close to the backyard where his wife is sunbathing. Suddenly you're selling up and you have to start a new farm and choose what crops to plant and whether you really need that tractor or whether you should just buy 250 chickens instead. Farming Simulator 17 is a great way to really experience the trials and tribulations of the humble farmer as you grow your empire until you're the next supplier for a major fast food retailer. Look, we all have dreams. Some people's are just a little dirtier than others. With over 75 manufacturers to choose equipment from and the opportunity to really get stuck in with friends in the online cross-platform multiplayer, you can care after your pigs, chickens, cows, sheep and corn at your leisure and really reach for that farmer spirit this month with Xbox Game Pass.
Now, you may have recently seen us over on mixer.com/XboxOn streaming Just Cause 4. And if you want to get involved in the absolute carnage but haven't had a chance to play this month, well, here's your chance because Just Cause 3 has just been added to Xbox Game Pass. The game sees you play once again as Rico Rodriguez, where his homeland Medici in the Mediterranean has been suffering because of the dictator General D'Aravolo. Rico seems to find himself in sticky, explosive and intense action on the regular, and once again he's thrown straight into work, helping the resistance free his people. Just Cause 3 will have you on the edge of your seats thanks to the game's awesome destruction mechanics, which is helped by the huge arsenal of weapons and vehicles that you can get your hands on in the game. You also have the ability to attach and tether objects together with your grappling hook, which will allow you to create chain reactions to cause a stupid level of destruction. Like helping cars find their soulmates by forcibly tethering them together and hoping they don't explode. Just like every great romance novel. Now, as Just Cause 3 wants to cause as much carnage as you possibly can, you also have an unlimited amount of C4 and very few limitations on what you can do. As the name suggests, this isn't a franchise that takes itself too seriously. This is a game that will put a smile on your face one way or another, even through something as simple as donning your wingsuit and flying around the map. You can download and give this game a go with your Game Pass subscription this month as it joins the huge library of games available.
Now for something a little competitive. Aftercharge is a shooter pitting invisible robots against their creators in 3v3 combat. Whose idea was it to create invisible robots? Like, honestly. It's a little bit crazy and very colourful. The robots' goal is to sneak around and destroy the energy extractors, and the creators are trying to shut down their creations to protect the installations. It's a tactical fiesta. There are no classes, but you can pick between characters on each side that have differing abilities to shape your teamwork and try and beat the opposition. Because they're robots, they can't be killed. that would be too easy. Like mini Terminators with a sense of teamwork and camaraderie, they'll be disabled if they take too much damage, but can be revived with some cunning distraction employed by your teammates. Enforcers have intense names like Liquidator and Huntress, while the poor robots who didn't ask for this life are named Bubbles and Buddy. The more I think about it, the more I side with the robots. It's the kind of game that heavily rewards communication and working together with your team, and it's a fun one to mess around with if you want to try something a little bit different compared to the other competitive games on the market right now.
Warning, orbital stress is imminent.
Also added to Xbox Game Pass this month is a unique take on the traditional fighting game style with Absolver. The game itself is based around your character becoming a martial arts master, where in the world you come up against other players as well as NPCs in beautiful flowing combat set pieces. A standout feature here is the combat deck, where you can create your own fighting style by learning moves and beating other opponents or mini-bosses within the game. It's challenging to learn initially, but once you get the hang of the way the game plays, you'll soon be chaining your attacks, creating cool combos, and deftly parrying your opponents until you're untouchable. You can switch stances mid-combat to help find the moves that work best against your opponent's playstyle, employing interruption and absorption attacks to counter and throw the enemy off guard. You can also disarm your opponents and take their weapons away from them, but if you are disarmed, you're left with quick melee combat to fall back on. If you're a fan of fighting games, this is definitely a refreshing take on the genre that's worth giving a go.
The ruins of the Adal Empire can quickly become an unforgiving battleground for the unprepared prospect.
And finally, in a surprise edition for the lineup for January, you can be playing the legendary Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 with Xbox Game Pass from this point onwards. Do you ever want to see Marvel hero Doctor Strange fighting against Frank West from Dead Rising? You can be the master of some highly unusual matchups as you fight to assert your dominance on over 10 stages, including Asgard and the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier. There are a few different modes to try out while you figure out the game. Arcade mode lets you battle against the AI fighter opponents until you reach the final boss, Galactus. Versus mode, where you challenge anyone you meet in the street to a 1v1. Mission mode, which gives you objectives in the form of trials to complete for different characters. And a training mode to get you used to a brand new main. There are loads of characters you know and love, from comic book faves like Deadpool and Captain America to more unique additions like Phoenix Wright from Ace Attorney or the infamous Morrigan. You can't help but feel truly epic as you pit superhero titans against unlikely foes. Download it from today.
You cannot hide.
So there we have it. Those are the brand new games that have just been added to Xbox Game Pass for you to play and enjoy. Make sure to let us know what you think down in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel for more Xbox content, and smash that thumbs up button. We'll see you next time. Bye! Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Xbox On, and it's another week, which means a load of brand new deals for you to take advantage of on your Xbox One. Let's get into it.
All the things the seventh sins stand for, and I have paid dearly for it.
Imagine the scene. You're painting a picture. You swipe the brush at the canvas and take a step back to take a look. Another swipe, maybe some phthalo blue, a bit of Arctic white, but how are you going to get that perfect blood red? Sadly, there won't be any happy little trees here in the psychedelic horror game Layers of Fear, which is on sale this week with 75% off. You need to explore the house you call a home and uncover the secrets of your past in order to finally complete your magnum opus. Your whole life has been leading up to this one masterpiece, and your Victorian mansion contains all of the tragic backstory, the horrifying visions, and emotional wreckages that this painter needs to truly channel until his piece is completed. You'll walk through this creepy, extravagant abode while finding clues and piecing together the whole picture. This is definitely not a game for the squeamish, and it does get a little bit gruesome, but I'll let you figure that one out for yourself. It's a unique experience that should only take around 3 to 4 hours to complete, and while I am a massive scaredy cat, I really did enjoy this and highly recommend you checking it out this week, whilst it has a huge discount. Although I would recommend not running through everything, ignoring all of the carefully crafted tension-building elements like Benny did when we played on stream.
There once was a man full of passion, but then his wife went out of fashion. Her face was a mess, he couldn't care less. She hated the man with a passion.
Oof. Yikes.
On sale this week is also the remaster of the 2009 Red Faction Guerrilla from the 360 era. Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered also only came out in July 2018, so having a 60% discount already is a great saving. On top of the remaster, it's also Xbox One X enhanced. But the game itself is an open-world third-person shooter where you play as Alec Mason, who works with the Red Faction to defeat the Earth Defense Force on Mars. You'll come up against a huge range of different enemies across infantry and vehicle combat. But the best mechanic here is the destruction, where the game allows you to destroy buildings and other structures as a way of overcoming opponents. Destroying buildings will also get you salvage, which is the game's currency, allowing you to upgrade your weapons at safe houses that you'll find within the open world. Oh, and if you find a wall that you just want to knock down, you also have a sledgehammer that you can use just to slam your way through. So if you want a third-person shooter that you can just sit back and enjoy, or a simple reminder of the original on the 360, this is worth picking up this week.
Have you ever wanted to experience life as a horseman of the apocalypse? Then you might want to check out the Darksiders series, where you can live the life of a different horseman in each iteration. And that probably means less watching them eat their cornflakes and more watching them kick ass. In Darksiders 3, you get to play as Fury in her quest to find all 7 of those pesky deadly sins and get rid of them so she can become the leader of the legendary horsemen. It's a third-person hack-and-slash action adventure, fighting your way through crazy-looking open worlds to get to some intense-looking bosses, finding new tools and abilities along the way, like some sick-looking flame nunchucks. As you get more comfortable with the items and mechanics, you can start putting together powerful combos until you're melting through those mobs you first struggled with. There are also puzzles to figure out as you adventure on through Earth to clean up the mess left by War when he unleashed the apocalypse. When will they learn? The game's story plays in parallel with Darksiders 1 and 2, which follow the Horseman War and Death respectively. You don't need to have played the previous 2 to have fun with Fury, but if you've played through the first in particular, the setting will feel familiar, and of course, it's always nice to have a bit of context. Grab Darksiders on sale this week with multiple editions, including the base game and deluxe edition being discounted, alongside Darksiders Fury's collection, which gives you the first 2 games for 70% off.
So when you speak of hope, all hope is lost.
Another game that I would totally recommend for those looking for their gaming fiber this week is I Am Bread. You can be the savory snack that you've always wanted, a baguette, a bagel, a traditional slice of bread, or even a fragile cracker. It's hard to describe the aim here, but there are a variety of modes that are based on the type of bread you play as. If you're a traditional slice, you'll be attempting to turn yourself into toast by navigating your way to the toaster. Just make sure to avoid anything that could ruin your breakfast. There's nothing worse than soggy bread. You then have the baguette, which is hell-bent on destroying everything it possibly can in the kitchen for no good reason other than that high score. And then we have one of my favorites in the bagel run, where you have to race a bagel through different levels in the fastest time possible. This is a game I had an absolute blast with when we played it for World Stars Achievements, so go ahead and download it with 75% off this week. Let's get the bread, it'll be bready in no time.
Boo.
Shut up, Leah.
I'm gonna give myself a B.
The award-winning platformer Hollow Knight is 40% off this week. It's a gorgeous side-scroller action game with stunning scenery and a whole lot of content. It's not a game you'll finish in a hurry, and if you're one of those completionist types who wants to see and collect absolutely everything in the game, you're looking at around 45 hours of gameplay, which is pretty decent. You play as a silent, unnamed knight wielding a tiny little sword as you search to uncover the secrets of Hollow Nest, an insect kingdom that was abandoned long ago. There are lots of weird bug friends, foes, and bosses to find and deal with in this game, and it gives me some serious Ori vibes. So if you enjoyed Ori and the Blind Forest and want something to occupy yourself with while you wait for the Will-o'-the-Wisps to release, you might enjoy this one. You get to choose how you play and the direction you take. There's no linear set pathway to follow, but you will need to explore and find skills in order to pass through some of the obstacles, which will help you progress in the game. New movement abilities, spells, and charms can be found and bought to let you customize your gameplay to suit your style. All in all, it's an adorable looking and fluid feeling game with an awesome orchestral score and a whole lot of charm. Grab it this week in the Xbox sale.
And my final choice from this week's Deals with Gold is Mirror's Edge Catalyst. This is a game that allows you to perfect the art of free running when you take control of Faith as you parkour your way around the game's city, Glass. It's an open world with a very unique art style that works really well with its fluid movement system, which you can't find anywhere else. As you run, jump, wall run, and slide across the city rooftops, jumping onto zip lines, smashing through glass, all whilst avoiding gunfire. One thing I also got obsessed with, just like in the original Mirror's Edge, is the time trials, where you try to perfect certain routes to do them in the fastest time possible. You may find yourself restarting 100 times over, but when you nail that perfect route, there's no better feeling. And for only £5, you're definitely getting your money's worth, so out of all the deals this week, this is the one that I would most recommend if you're looking for a new game to just lay back and enjoy.
Dogen sends his best. Enjoy your freedom.
So that's our pick of the deals you can grab this week with your Xbox Live Gold. Feel free to leave us a sub if you're new, leave a comment below with what you're playing, and thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye!
Hey, what's up guys? We're Xbox On and we're back kicking things off this year with an amazing surprise that turned up on our doorstep, an official FIFA 19 Team of the Year ballot box.
Look at that. Open it up. Oh my God, this is absolutely breathtaking. So as Benny mentioned, this is an official FIFA 19 Team of the Year ballot box. It's got all 55 nominees for the FIFA 19 Team of the Year, and we're gonna be part of the official Xbox vote, which is amazing. So we've got to go through, we've basically got to assemble our 11 Team of the Year here out of these players. So we've got to choose a goalkeeper, 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, and 3 attackers, which is going to be very difficult. And then we've got to tweet it, and that will submit our final selection. And you guys can get involved too.
I think we're going to kind of have a little bit of a back and forth in kind of. I know there's a few players here that you think should be in there.
I'm going to argue with you so much.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. Right, but let's get into choosing our goalkeeper first.
Let's do it.
All right, so first of all, let's choose.
Whoa. There is a chance for everyone at home to win the entire full 11 Team of the Year. Even we don't get to win that. And do you want to know how you win? Yeah, exactly. Do you want to know how you win?
How do you win?
Bear with me here, but you go to toty.easports.com.
Okay.
That's not all.
What else?
/# Xbox. Or
easy.
You could just find the link somewhere. It'll either be here,
or just like across our faces.
Exactly.
Just somewhere. But anyway, let's go on to choosing our goalkeepers. We've got Alisson, Courtois, De Gea, Lloris, and Oblak. I'm quite adamant on who I want, who I put in the Team of the Year. Like,
I think I am too.
Like,
you just want to put them up and then we'll debate them?
Yeah, no, so I'm going to say, right, even though like Alisson's been amazing for Liverpool this year, I'm just going to say De Gea is technically the best goalkeeper.
You say Alisson's been great for Liverpool this year, but he's made one of the most amount of errors in the Premier League since joining Liverpool. The same amount as Karius. I know. Anyway, so I'm going to pick, and bear with me here, World Cup winning captain, Hugo Lloris, also regarded as one of the Premier League's best keepers, quickest off his line as well.
Good for Fat as well, just because, you know, both have like Premier League. But the thing is, also thinking about
link
Fat.
with Varane as well.
Right, but thinking about Fat as well, right, strong link, Ramos.
So for Lloris, my case is that, one, French, great for the links in FIFA. Links if we potentially go for a Varane or an Umtiti in the next section.
Yeah.
And with the Premier League players as well, if you want to do a sort of hybrid. He's also, as I mentioned, won the World Cup. He captained France all the way to the final. And yes, Tottenham haven't won anything.
I've also got a point. He plays for Tottenham.
Okay, fine, we'll go with De Gea.
Right. There we go. There we go.
Keeper.
Right, defenders.
Okay. So, I'm interested when we get to right back. Should we start at left back?
Right, let's start at the left back.
I think you and
we know who. Right, he's very close to us. Right, he's
played with some great players. This guy, some incredible players. He's played with Ronaldo.
Neymar.
He's played with Neymar. He's played with Benny Central. He's played with Samuel, of course, and that is no other than our boy Marcelo.
Yeah.
Roll clip.
Right, so I think we should move on to centre-backs now.
Yep.
I think there is one which we kind of both agreed was undisputed and should definitely be in there.
Yeah.
Right, which is Sergio Ramos. I just think, based off of this year, like in the Premier League, right, the effect that Van Dijk has had on Liverpool. Like since he's come to the Premier League, they've had the same average points per game as Manchester City in 2018. They all got 2.3
What has he won?
Huh?
What has he won?
Like,
apart from like a runners-up medal. My choice would be Rafael Varane. Real Madrid centre-back, has won the Champions League, has won the World Cup in this year.
Yeah, first defender to do that as well with this year.
It's got to be Varane, surely.
Right, Trippier, okay, did amazing for us in the World Cup, but once again it goes back. What has he won? What has he won? He's been great.
You can't use that argument against me after putting Van Dijk.
But the thing is when you look at Trippier and then Kyle Walker, right? You'd go for Walker. Like he was absolutely bossed it for Manchester City last season. But the thing is, I still, right? If I had to choose like 4 defenders in the world, like not necessarily in a position in a team, you'd take one of these away. But in terms of best defenders, I'd still put Van Dijk above all of them.
Would you put Van Dijk ahead of Chiellini? Really? Chiellini, Juventus experienced centre-back, won it all, seen it all, absolute boss man. He would spill your pint and then fight you. Vasalico actually plays right back and has won 2 trophies this season.
It's defender, it doesn't say right back. Right back, defender. I get it if you're like if we're building it on foot and we just wanted the team to actually flow properly.
He would be an amazing foot team.
But as a defender, I feel quite strongly about Van Dijk. Like
I totally disagree.
Van Dijk has transformed the defence. He was only there for 6 months. He didn't have enough time. He didn't have enough time to win them the Premier League.
Okay.
And they could be doing that this season.
All right, we'll give you Van Dijk. Remember this when we get into midfielders and attackers. Right. Now let's move on to midfielders. This is going to be tough. Should we start with people? This is like a weird game of guess who, isn't it?
Yeah.
So should we start with the people that we definitely don't think should be included? So, and we'll pick one each.
And
so I think that Matuidi, not for me.
Rakitic, for me.
Royce, for me.
I'm going to say Isco.
Fernandinho, no.
He's been great. Like, the thing is, you've noticed with Man City when he's been out injured, like they've lost 2 games when he's been out injured.
Sergio Busquets for me.
Casemiro been great, but even though he's won Champions League. Yeah, he's won the bet.
Yeah, what's that? I mean, don't worry about it. It's just Champions League, isn't it?
But yeah, they had Ronaldo, Ronaldo, Bale.
Okay, I think we're in agreement. Let's go that Modric definitely is going in there.
Oh, of course, like
right. That's World Cup final, Champions League winner, Golden Ball winner, exceptional. So these are the ones that we probably need to debate, right? There's Kante here. Pogba, absolutely. And then Kevin De Bruyne. Dybala. Top scorer for Juventus this season.
He's been better. He's improving. I think he'll be there in a couple of years. I don't.
But not now.
No, not yet.
Okay. All right. But then Pogba. I mean, I don't.
You just see him how he was in the World Cup though, and like just how he's been recently since Mourinho's gone. He's actually
4 games in the league against Cardiff, Bournemouth, and someone else in the bottom tier.
Okay.
All right. But then Perisic surely is in with a shout as well. He had an amazing World Cup.
He also broke my heart.
I think. Oh, and then we've got David Silva.
David Silva, once again, he's not better than De Bruyne. I think it's got to be between these 3. Pogba went with United and came 2nd in the league. Okay. Physicality.
Yeah.
Like
physicality.
Really
we're gonna put Pogba in for physicality and Van Dijk for smelling good. De Gea for the best chat-up one-liners. Marcelo because he's really funny actually, great lads. And Rafael Varane makes a mean chili.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Is he funny? Do you want to put him in there because of that?
Apparently, I've seen some YouTube videos and did some like custom and stuff. It's actually quite.
If anyone hasn't seen it, go check out Man City's Home Alone because apparently De Bruyne looks like Macaulay Culkin. Okay, I think De Bruyne is going in there. But what? Pogba plays best on the. Is it the left-hand side of the midfield? And then De Bruyne in the middle.
Yeah.
Modric on the side there. Van Dijk's looking a bit wonky.
Also, that means he can push up. Perfect. I think.
We're going to use this as a tactics board after.
The thing is, it's good. All right, so let's move on to attackers now. As you were saying, probably one of the most exciting.
Very, very exciting. We've got some amazing players here to go through as well. So I think Mandzukic did get to a World Cup final, but I don't think it's done enough for me. I think Mane, I use him in my FUT team as well. I play him in a, what do I play? I play 4-5-1 and I play him on the left wing. Yeah. Very good player, his normal card. And I would love to see a Team of the Year card, but he's not done enough.
But he was also overshadowed by Salah last season. Aguero, he's been great, but I don't think he's been enough because he's swapping in and out of Jesus a lot. I don't think he was as great.
So I also think Bale should probably come out.
Great.
Not done much at an international level. Did win the Champions League, absolutely, but has been injured to a point where he basically hasn't really done anything. So Cavani, yeah, PSG, great goal scorer, not done much internationally. Yes, they won the domestic cup as well. Yeah, exactly. As part of that front three, he's not really the best player, is he? Okay, right. I think Lewandowski should come out.
Yeah.
Bad World Cup. Yeah, scoops up the Bundesliga title as well, but I don't think that's enough for me.
Suarez should also come out. He's not been as prolific this season.
No, he's not, absolutely. Okay, Kane. Let's talk about Kane. Golden Boot winner at the World Cup.
Penalties and tapping.
Put the pressure trophy on for Tottenham. Not really done enough for me, I think, to be included. Okay, so Hazard, I don't think should be included. He's very inconsistent. This is my case for Ronaldo to be included. I think he should be right in the centre there at striker. And this is because at 2018 finished, he is still Real Madrid's top goal scorer, and one ahead of Gareth Bale, and he's second behind Dybala as Juventus' top goal scorer. He's also the highest scoring Portuguese player in Serie A of all time. Yeah, exactly. There we go.
Salah, arguably, got Liverpool to the Champions League final, right?
Yeah.
When he got substituted in that first half, that was pretty much over. You have Messi, okay? Arguably one of the greatest footballers of all time.
It's either like him or Ronaldo, right?
Yeah.
He can't not be included. But look, who have we got left? Griezmann. Are you going to put Griezmann in over Messi? No. You're going to put Griezmann in over Neymar or Mbappe? No.
No, he's got to go on, doesn't he?
So it's either Mbappe,
Neymar, or Salah.
This is hard. My thinking is that Mbappe broke all sorts of records as the youngest Champions League scorer. As in, like, not all up, but as in, he scored so many goals in the Champions League at such a young age. Personally, I think it's Mbappe. For the year that he's had at such a young age,
I kind of have to agree with you.
Domestically and internationally, right? It's got to be him.
Yeah.
I think this is our team of the year, right? So we've got De Gea in goal. Our back four is made up of 3 centre-backs and 1 left-back. Marcelo, Sergio Ramos, Rafael Varane and Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah, then the midfield, you've got Pogba, De Bruyne and Modric.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, which is, I think this would be beast, especially in FUT as well. That would be such a great mid-three. And then for the attackers, we've got Messi, Ronaldo and then Mbappe. Right.
That is an unbelievable team.
Right.
I think that's it, right?
Yeah, any last minute? Any hesitations?
No.
Any hesitations? Any hesitations, or is that our vote?
I think that's our vote. So there we have it, guys. Those are our 11 picks for the FIFA 19 Team of the Year. That is the official Xbox vote. Now, if you guys think that it should be a different team, make sure you vote. And you can do that by, ready for it again?
Right, here we go.
By going to toty.easports.com/# obviously, Xbox. Go onto there, you can vote for your team, you can also have a chance to win a full Team of the Year and get your vote submitted in. But let us know in any way that you can what you think of this team.
Yeah, and also just check those links, and if you're new to the channel, do hit the subscribe button so you never miss out on another video. Smash that like button and we'll see you next time. Bye!
Hey there, welcome to Xbox On. It has been quite the year for Xbox with a whole host of big game releases, but there have also been some amazing announcements throughout the year too. So we felt it was only right to have a look back at some of the best Xbox moments of 2018, just in case you missed them. The Adaptive Controller released this summer, and it was a huge step in helping to make gaming accessible to everyone who might have difficulty using a standard Xbox controller. The box itself is an awesome nod to what they're trying to do with this piece of kit. All of it is cardboard and easy to open with intuitive tabs rather than plastic ties and difficult to open bags. The controller looks like a slim white box with 2 large discs on the front. These are actually the A and B buttons, and along the top edge there are input jacks for each and every button you'd find on a standard controller. This gives you an insane amount of options for configuring a controller that works for anybody. You can buy foot motion controllers, large button switches, foot buttons, joysticks and more. Xbox have also partnered with QuadStick to help make solutions for quadriplegics, and RAM mounts so that the controller can be mounted to wheelchairs and other seating aids. This winter, an adorable advert released for the Adaptive Controller with the tagline, "When everybody plays, we all win," which perfectly sums up why this piece of kit is one of the coolest Xbox achievements of 2018. It even got placed in the Victoria and Albert Museum for being a landmark moment in inclusivity in gaming. Heck yeah. Back in the summer, it was announced that official keyboard and mouse support would be coming to Xbox One, and in November, it started rolling out with Fortnite and Warframe being the first adopters to this update. You could previously use external hardware to make a mouse and keyboard input viable, but it was not officially supported by the games, and it created an unfair advantage for people who'd be competing against players with a controller. No fun for anybody. With the new official support, developers have the choice to make the option available to players, alongside tools to make the gameplay fair, like for example dedicated servers for keyboard and mouse players. Epic Games have gone all in with Fortnite, offering full keyboard remapping and placing you on servers with PC players. Using a controller puts you into a lobby with controller-only players, and vice versa. And no, you can't cheat the system by plugging in a keyboard once you're in the lobby. Alternative inputs are disabled once you've joined a server. If one friend uses a controller and you use a mouse and keyboard, you'll be put into cross-platform lobbies with teams that have the same setup. Again, this depends entirely on the developer for each game, so if you'd like to see support added for your favourite game, ask the devs directly. Another exciting development is that Razer are creating a range of mechanical keyboards and mice specifically for Xbox, including wireless versions so you can get rid of all those pesky cables. These exclusive Xbox Razer products will be released sometime in early 2019. Just this week, Razer announced the Razer Turret system, which would be a keyboard with a mouse mat attached that pulls out on the side so you can play with your keyboard and mouse on your sofa. All in all, it's an awesome development that makes us even more excited about the future of gaming with Xbox. I remember making my first avatar in 2010, so you can imagine my excitement when in October this year, the brand new avatar creation app was launched. The avatars kept their distinct style, but had a nice visual update, and now comparing the two makes the old ones look a bit like a lump of plasticine. A cute, nostalgic lump of plasticine. The new avatars give you a lot more creative control. You can have two-tone hair and loads of styles of glasses, and even a prosthetic limb if you'd like. There are tons more options for body types and sizes, and new colour pickers that give you access to basically any colour imaginable, with fine control over hue, saturation and lightness. There's a new photo booth to make yourself a spicy new gamer pick, and if you aren't so sure about the new avatars, you can keep your old one. You're not forced into updating it. Now all we need are some new games to show off all the avatars in. Doritos Crash Course 3, please? This year, the brand new white Elite controller released, and it is a beauty. The Elite controller is one of my favourite things to come to Xbox, and the white Elite is just perfect in every way. It's stain-proof because, oi, you need it to be. The grips feel slightly different to the black Elite too, but it functions exactly the same. 4 customizable paddles, removable thumbsticks with taller and domed options, remappable buttons, and even a hair trigger option. The new Elite isn't the only awesome controller released this year. The Phantom Black is an awesome throwback to a time where see-through controllers were all the rage, with a transparent body and a greater silver ombre. It's a gorgeous one for the collection. Sea of Thieves released earlier this year and came with one of the coolest controllers I've personally seen. Purple and green, pirate-themed with a compass and even a gold-toothed trigger, not to mention it being glow-in-the-dark. There's also the Recon tech with military-inspired decal and rubberized grips, the red and black metallic volcano shadow, and so many more. Combined with the Design Lab opening up more colour and customizability options this year, it's been a great year to show your character through your hardware, and to stop siblings from pinching it, because it can literally have your name on it. One of the biggest gaming events of the year is always E3, a 3-day-long extravaganza of gaming held in Los Angeles. And one of the main attractions is the huge conferences that big industry names hold before the event opens, where they showcase everything they've got to offer coming up. Xbox's event was a massive explosion of hype, showing off updates to first-party titles like Sea of Thieves and teasing the new Halo Infinite game, alongside giving us a sneak peek of other huge AAA releases coming in 2019, like Cyberpunk 2077 and Anthem. The show was incredible. There was one point during the Forza reveal that autumn leaves started tumbling down from the ceiling and falling on the audience, and it all made it feel just that much more cozy and immersive. Microsoft also made a future commitment to developing great games with their acquisition of a number of great development studios. This includes Ninja Theory, who develops the hit Hellblade, Forza Horizon developer Playground Games, who already developed for Xbox but have made the partnership more permanent, Compulsion Games, who made We Happy Few, Undead Labs, and The Initiative to round it up. This means awesome things are coming in the future for Xbox fans. With such a strong community base already built, there can never be enough awesome first-party titles to add to the Xbox lineup. Forza Horizon 4 released in October to a whole rack of awards, and for good reason. Horizon 4 is a stunning racing game set in historic Britain. One of those games you see a screenshot from and do a double, triple, quadruple take wondering if it's real. It's a hybrid of a casual and hardcore racing game, but you don't have to try hard if you don't want to. You can find a ridiculous car in a barn, like the Peel P50 for example, and stick a Pikachu decal on there before souping it up hilariously so it beats every other car in a drag race but spins out at the slightest directional change. Personal experience, it was really fun. You can go off-roading through the lush British countryside, take part in race events or world events like Forzathons, or maybe just take in the scenery on a nice Sunday drive. Horizon 4 introduced seasons, where every week brings around a new season, and with it new races, barn finds and events to take part in. There was a huge launch event in Goodwood, which we were fortunate enough to take part in, where some of the more iconic moments were recreated, like a race between a hovercraft and a raptor, and the game won multiple awards, including a Gamescom award for Best Racing Game. Playground Games did an incredible job with this Xbox first-party title, which managed to win over racing and non-racing game fans alike, and continues to raise the bar with awesome DLC dropping all the time, like the recently released Fortune Island. For those not familiar, XO18 was a huge FanFest extravaganza, a celebration of all things Xbox that took place this year in Mexico on November the 10th. It was an awesome chance for Xbox fans in Mexico to get up close and personal with everything Xbox, and the event itself hosts a huge show that's live streamed across the world and contains announcements and news about all the good stuff Xbox is coming up in the future. Kinda like a mini E3. At XO18, Xbox announced even more studio acquisitions, including Obsidian and In Exile, and a bunch more games added to Game Pass, like the smash hit PUBG, Hellblade, and more. A new game mode for Sea of Thieves called the Arena that offers a more thrilling PvP experience was revealed, plus announcements that a whole bunch of Final Fantasy games are finally coming to Xbox One, alongside backwards compatibility for some of the older games. There was news about Crackdown 3, State of Decay 2, and Devil May Cry 5, infos about updates to Minecraft, insider details about the Forza Horizon DLC, and more! This is also where Xbox announced the keyboard and mouse supports coming to 14 different titles like Warframe, DayZ, Deep Rock Galactic, and the aforementioned Fortnite. It was generally just a lot of awesome, packaged into an awesome box filled with awesome Xbox. I think that just about sums it up. Back in September, we announced the new Xbox On team. Xbox On is the place to find all the fun, social, YouTube, and streamy goodness produced by Xbox UK. The official home for news updates, game info, tips and tricks, and more. Myself, Benny, Sam, and Charlie have all been working together for the last few months to help create fun and informative content here on YouTube, and also over on our Mixer channel. We stream on Mixer every weekday with loads of different games, from the ever-popular Fortnite to idea Xbox games like Overcooked, big new releases like Blackout, and first-party titles like Forza and Sea of Thieves. We have tons of fun and we love chatting to you guys while we do it. Whether it's Benny and Sam tryharding to the max, or myself and Charlie laughing at creating human bouncy balls in Just Cause 4, if you're after a bit of fun or maybe just some lighthearted background noise during a boring workday, we'd love for you to come hang out with us. Come find us sometime if you haven't already over on mixer.com/XboxOn. This year, the backwards compatibility lineup was improved once again, particularly with one title everyone had been begging for the last 5 years, Modern Warfare 2. It became back compat this summer and joined a whole range of titles like the Crysis series, all of the Assassin's Creed games, Banjo-Kazooie, all the Halos, and many, many more. The beauty of back compat is that if you already own the game, you can slot compatible Xbox 360 and OG Xbox discs into your One and play the game at no extra cost. Some of the game, like the original Assassin's Creed, are actually enhanced for the Xbox One X2, meaning there's improved resolution and better frame rates and performance, so you can play all those old games you kept hold of and have fun with all of them in 2018. So those are a few of our favourite memorable Xbox moments from this year. There have been so many things to celebrate, and it could only get better from here. We can't wait to see what 2019 holds. Thank you so much for watching for the whole year. Leave us a like and a sub if you're new. Comment below if you enjoyed. Enjoy your holiday season, and we'll see you next time. Bye!
Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Xbox On, and we had the awesome opportunity to go and simulate a real dogfight for Ace Combat 7. This is how we got on.
Your mission is to atone for your crimes by attracting the enemy's attention.
What's this big giant stick in the middle?
That is the stick that controls pitch and roll.
So I don't touch that.